Namaste students, how are you all? I hope everyone is fine at home. Today we are going to start new chapter 20, that is Locomotion and Movement. First of all, we will start with the topic skeletal system. For teaching you skeletal system, I need help of someone. Do you want to meet him? Okay. This is Mr. Skeleton, and Mr. Skeleton will help me to teach you skeletal system. All of you say hello to Mr. Skeletal system. He is also saying hello to everyone. It starts with our today's topic, that is skeletal system. Human skeletal system. It consists of framework of bones and cartilage. You have studied in your class 9 about bones and cartilage, that these are a type of connective tissue. Bones are and cartilage, they are a type of connective tissue. And connective tissue, it consists of cells and matrix. What is a matrix? Matrix, you can say, it is a substance in which cells of a particular tissue are embedded. For example, bones, they are made up of cells known as osteoblast. You will study later on about the structure of bones. Okay, so bones, they are made up of cells known as osteoblast. What are the spellings of osteoblast? O-S-T-E-O-B-L-A-S-T. Osteoblast. So the bones, they are made up of cell known as osteoblast, and these osteoblasts, they are embedded in matrix. Clear? So, and we know that bones, they are very hard. Why they are hard? Because the matrix of bone, they consist of calcium salt, and these calcium salts, they provide hardness to the bones. Okay, so bones and cartilage, they are a type of a connective tissue. They are specialized connective tissue, and these connective tissue form the framework of the human skeletal system. Bones, they are hard because of the presence of calcium salts in their matrix, which provide them stiffness, rigidity, which make them hard. And cartilage, they are slightly pliable. They have slightly pliable matrix. What do you mean by pliable? It means flexible. That they have flexible means viscous matrix. You can say viscous. That they have the viscous matrix. Viscous means jelly-like. They have viscous or jelly-like matrix. Why they have viscous or jelly-like matrix? Because of the presence of chondroitin salt. Which salt? Chondroitin salt. So chondroitin salt makes the cartilage flexible. It provides the cartilage flexibility. So I repeat once again, human skeletal system, it is made up of bones and cartilage. Bones are very hard due to presence of calcium salt in their matrix, and cartilage are flexible due to presence of chondroitin salt. They form the framework of human skeletal system, and both of these, bones and cartilage, they are a special connective tissue. Which tissue? To which tissue they belong? Connective tissue. Now, next is human skeletal system. It consists of 206 bones. You have studied in your junior classes also that human skeletal system, it consists of 206 bones and few cartilage, because already I told you that human skeletal system, it is a framework of bones and cartilage. So 206 bones are present in human skeletal system and few cartilage are present. Okay, now the human skeletal system, it has two principal divisions. Human skeletal system, it is divided into, or it consists of two principal divisions. These are axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. What do you mean by axial skeleton? This axial skeleton, it means the skeleton or the part of the skeleton which is present along the main axis of the body. You can say along the main axis or longitudinal axis of the body, that is known as the axial skeleton. This one, you can see in the diagram, this is the longitudinal axis of the body which moves from the upside to downside. So the skeleton which is present along the main axis of the body or longitudinal axis of the body, that forms the axial skeleton. And axial skeleton, it consists of 80 bones. What is the number of bones in axial skeleton? That is the 80 bones. So can you tell me which part of the skeleton system is present along the main axis of the body? Yes, this is your skull. So skull, then in your neck region, then in your thorax region, at your back, what is present? Vertebral column. You can touch at your back. This is your dorsal side. So on your dorsal side, what is present? On your dorsal side, your vertebral column is present. So vertebral column is a part of axial skeleton. Then next is in your ventral side. This is your ventral side. On your ventral side, you can feel the heart structure. Okay, in the center, what is present? Sternum. And on the lateral side, these are your lateral side. This one. So on your lateral side, what is present? Ribs are present. So what are present? What forms the axial skeleton? Skull, vertebral column, sternum, ribs. They form the axial skeleton. Appendicular skeleton. Appendicular skeleton, it consists of 126 bones. Okay, what was the total number? 206. 80 are present in axial skeleton and the leftover bones, that is 126, they are present in appendicular skeleton. And where appendicular skeleton is present? Appendicular skeleton, it is present along the transverse axis of the body. Which one is the transverse axis? This one. Like this. This is the transverse axis. So the skeleton part which is present along the transverse axis of the body, that forms the appendicular skeleton. And appendicular skeleton, it consists of 126 bones. For example, limbs bones. What are your limbs? That is your arms and your legs. They are known as your limbs. So your limb bones and girdle. What is girdle? We will study in detail later on. Girdle connects the limb bone. It connects limb bones with vertebral column. It connects limb bones with vertebral column, that is known as girdle. So two girdles are present in human beings, that is pectoral girdle and pelvic girdle. What is pectoral girdle? Pectoral girdle connect arms, or you can say limb bones, arms with the vertebral column, and pelvic girdle, it connect leg bones, or it connect leg bones with the vertebral column. Okay, so pectoral girdle, it is related with arms, and pelvic girdle, it is related to your legs. I hope this is clear to everyone. Let's revise once again that human skeletal system, it consists of bones and few cartilage. What is the number of bones? 206 bones are present in human skeletal system. And human skeletal system, it has two principal divisions, axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton, it is made up of 80 bones and it is present along the main axis or longitudinal axis of the body. And appendicular skeleton, it consists of 126 bones and it is present along the transverse axis of the body, and it consists of 126 bones. Now, which part of the human skeleton are present in axial and appendicular skeleton? In axial skeleton, skull, vertebral column, sternum and ribs are present. And in appendicular skeleton, limb bones, that is arms and legs are present. And girdles, that is pectoral and pelvic girdle. Pectoral girdle is linked with arms and pelvic girdle is linked with legs. First of all, we will discuss about the axial skeleton. As I told you earlier, that axial skeleton, it consists of 80 bones and it is present along the main axis or longitudinal axis of the body, and it consists of skull, vertebral column, sternum, ribs. Okay, so first of all we will start with the skull. Skull, it forms the round part of the skeleton. It is present in the head and it consists of 22 bones. In skull, two sets of bones are present that are known as cranial bones and facial bones. Cranial bones, they are 8 in number and facial bones are 14 in number. First of all, we will discuss about cranial bones. As I told you that cranial bones, they are 8 in number and they form the hardest protective outer covering of the brain known as cranium. So the outer covering of the brain is known as cranium, and cranium is also known as brain box, and it consists of 8 bones. How many bones? 8 bones. Let's discuss about the names of these 8 bones. These 8 bones are, as you can see in the diagram, frontal, parietal, occipital, temporal, sphenoid, ethmoid. Let's revise once again. We can see in the diagram that in the front part, ethmoid, then sphenoid, then frontal. How many frontal bones are present? 1. Then 2 parietal, 1 occipital and 2 temporal bones are present. So total 8. 1 plus 2 3 plus 1 4 plus 2 6, 1 7, 1 8. So total 8 bones, they form the cranium or brain box. So these bones, cranial bones, they are the hardest and densest bones of the human body. So these are the hardest and densest bones of the human body which form the protective covering of the brain. I hope it's clear to everyone. You have seen in the diagram. Okay, so in the front, which one is present? Ethmoid and sphenoid. Then this one, your front, is known as frontal. Then this one is parietal. How many parietal? 2. So 1 ethmoid, 1 sphenoid in front. Then this one is 1 frontal, 2 parietal. Then on sides near your ear, these are the temporal. So how many temporal? 2 temporal and 1 occipital. At your back, it is the occipital. And all these bones, they are flat in shape. These are flat bones and they are joined with each other through a joint which is known as sutures. In your skull, when you see the joints, these are wavy structures. These are like this, and these joints are known as sutures. I hope it's clear to everyone. Now, next is the facial bones. Facial bones, as the name suggests, facial is from face. It forms the front part of the skull. Means these are also known as your face bones. Facial bones, they are 14 in number and they form front part of the skull. So this is the front part of the skull. So front part of the skull is formed by the facial bones. And these facial bones are 2 nasal. Nasal is from the nose. So 2 nasal, 2 maxillae. Maxillae means upper jaw. 2 palatine, 2 zygomatic. Zygomatic are also known as cheekbones. Okay. 2 lacrimal gland is present in your eye. So these bones are also present in your eye. 2 lacrimal, 1 vomer, 1 mandible. Mandible is your lower jaw. This one. So this is your lower jaw. And 2 inferior nasal concave. So 2 inferior nasal concave, these are also the bones which are present in your nose. So let's revise once again. 2 nasal means 2 bones are present in your nose. 2 nasal maxillae. 2 palatine. Palatine, it is present in your buccal cavity. Then 2 zygomatic or cheekbone. These are your zygomatic bones or cheekbone. Then 2 lacrimal. Lacrimal will be in your eyes. 1 vomer. Vomer again in your mouth. Then in your buccal cavity, 1 mandible. This one, lower jaw. This is your 1 mandible. And 2 inferior nasal concave. So it will be present in your nose. I hope it's clear to everyone. Now 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8 plus 2 10 11 12 13 14. So total 14 bones. Out of these bones, lacrimal, then vomer, palatine and inferior nasal concave. These bones are not visible from outside. Okay, so these bones are not visible from your outside. Simply you can touch. These are your nasal, then these are your zygomatic or cheekbone, maxillae, mandible. So these bones you can see from outside in the skull. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. These you can see from outside, whereas palatine, vomer, lacrimal, nasal concave you cannot see. As you can see in the diagram, which bones are shown? Lacrimal, it is mentioned, but it is inside. Okay, so lacrimal, which one is mentioned in the diagram? Look at the diagram. Lacrimal, then nasal bones, maxillae, zygomatic, mandible. I hope it's clear to everyone. Next is the hyoid bone. Hyoid bone, it is a single U-shaped bone. You can see in the diagram, it is a single U-shaped bone which is present at the base of the buccal cavity. You can see it is a single U-shaped bone. In the next diagram, you can see it is present at the base of the buccal cavity, hyoid bone. Next is the ear ossicles. As the name suggests, ear. It means these bones are present in the ear. So, ear ossicles, 3 tiny bones are present in the middle ear. These are malleus, incus, stay. These are malleus, incus, stay. So 3 tiny bones, they are present in ear which form the ear ossicle. So together these bones are known as the ear ossicles. How many bones form the ear ossicle? That are 3. That is malleus, incus, stay. So these are also known as miss. Together they are known as miss or ear ossicles. Ossicles and the mandible. These are movable. These are the movable bones. Which one? Mandible and ear ossicles. They are movable bones, whereas all other bones, they are immovable. So in your skull, only 2 bones can move. That is your mandible, your lower jaw. You can see it move only then, because mandible can move. It's because of mandible movement that we can eat, we can chew the food, we can swallow the food, and we can speak. So mandible, it is the movable bone, and your ear ossicles, that is malleus, incus, stay, they are movable, whereas all other bones, they are immovable. I hope it's clear to everyone. Let me show you the bones of the skull. So this is the skull. Okay, so how many bones are present in the skull? That is 22 bones. 22 bones are present in the skull. First of all, cranial bones. this round part of the skull, this round part of the skull, this form the cranium. This is also known as the brain box, because when person is alive, it includes brain, it covers the brain. Now this skull, it is made up of 8 bones. These 8 bones are in the front, 1 ethmoid, 1 sphenoid, then this is 1 frontal, because it is present in front. So your forehead, your front part, this is your frontal bone, and this one, you can see, these are the parietal, 1, 2 parietal, and this is the 1 occipital and 2 temporal, 1 at this side and 1 at this side, 2 temporal bones. So how many total bones? 8 bones. And can you see these wavy structures? These are known as the sutures, which help to fix these bones together. These are known as the sutures. The bones are 14 in number, and these facial bones which are visible from outside, these are nasal bone. You can see 1, 2, this is the nasal bone, 1, 2 nasal bone. Then these are your, this one, cheekbones or zygomatic bone. How many? 2 in number. Then in your eye, here lacrimal glands are present, inside is present lacrimal bones, and lacrimal bones are also 2 in number. Then 1 vomer, it is also present inside. Then 2 palatine, they are also present inside, that we cannot see from outside. Then this is your maxilla, this is the upper jaw, and this is your movable mandible. This is the mandible, so this is your movable mandible, and here it's not shown, and here one more bone is present, that is U-shaped bone, that is known as hyoid bone. And in the ear, 3 small bones are present, that is malleus incustate, which are known as, what they are known as? Yes, they are known as ear ossicles. I hope this is clear to everyone. So this is the human